Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is basically a recap of the Braxton season 2, episodes 1 through 4. Okay, I have reluctantly been watching this season. This season needs to go away. Okay, I don't know what else to say. This show is the worst. They are crazy, and Jesus needs to fix it. Okay, y'all know first things first. If you've not done so already, take a little second and be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and all of that good stuff. This is not gonna be no long video because I don't want to even recap. Let me get on screen because happy Halloween, Beetlejuice. Okay, I don't even want to go step by step, episode by episode, because I just feel like it's a bunch of bull stuff. Okay, I don't understand. Well, I blame the mom and the daddy. Okay, because this is broken. This is a deadbeat sisterhood, and they don't need to be on television, because there's no goodness in it. I told them before. I said all this is people who had the same parent, but they not friends. They don't like each other. They can't stand each other. And what's crazy is they keep coming on here and they want us to kind of pick a side. And I'm like, no, all you have is wrong. Ain't no values. Okay, is that why the show changed from Braxton Family Values to just the Braxtons? Y'all, look, I blame the mom and the dad. Okay, it's toxic drama. Okay, and it's gonna continue on as long as they be on the show. They keep filming. It's like, no, please stop. And I know I keep seeing people want to say, oh, it's Towanda. Oh no, it's Tamar. Oh no, it's Toni. Oh no, it's all of them. It's all of them. It ain't one or the other. It's all of them. Not in my opinion. I do feel like Tamar likes to keep up the drama. And because she like to keep up the drama, that makes everyone else do what they do. Okay? Trina played quiet. She's mum the word. Towanda be pushing buttons in the background. Toni, I'm Toni the Braxton. I'm out of it. But all of them are culprits in this bull stuff. And it's kind of aggravating and whatnot because it don't have to be like that. It doesn't. Now look, I took some notes, right? From episodes 1, 2, and 3. And when I kept saying y'all, I'm gonna take my bun out because I had my Beetlejuice hair today because I just want to have my hair out right now. And so I can always say, because it's Halloween, this is my Beetlejuice hair. So y'all don't judge me if you watching this back on the replay and it's not Halloween when you watching this. It was Halloween when I made it. Okay. My point is, I love y'all. When I'm at home, it's just out. But when I was taking my little notes, I'm like, all of this discourse that we are currently seeing is really about they brother Michael daughter Ashley, who went on social media and told them people, my auntie husband tried to fuck around with me a little bit. Okay, he was a little flirtatious or whatever. And when they found out, at first they was there for me and then they wasn't. That's really all that it was. It's coming from that. And then this whole this cease and desist, the fact that Tamar acting like we don't know that cease and desist came from their brother. That's why the cease and desist came from the brother. Okay, it came from the brother because he's the daddy. He the daddy. And truthfully, he the goddamn victim. Not the victim, I'm sorry. He's the culprit because it was his daughter. Okay, it was his daughter, and when he found out and he beat Gabe ass, it's on him. When he found out him and the daughter wasn't as close, it's on the daddy. So I don't have time to try to defend Tamar like some folks are doing, because Tamar ain't no goddamn victim in this. She started this stuff. But episode 1, child, the niece and Tamar talking, and Tamar want to have a niece on her podcast. Tamar ain't bit trying to have that girl on that podcast to help her heal than a man on the moon. Tamar want that girl on that podcast for views. Tamar want that girl on that podcast for money. Okay, Tamar did not want her niece to tell her story anywhere else because Tamar wanted the views. And the reason she's pissed is because the brother who sent the daughter a cease and desist sent her one too. The family attorney sent stuff on for all of them, not just the sisters. And the fact that on this whole thing is, y'all sent, no bitch, your brother did. It's your brother, but he won't be on the show. So you only have the time and the anger for your sisters. But your brother shushed you the same way he shushed his daughter. That's why no one on the show has mentioned the damn brother, because he sent the fucking cease and desist. Probably that brother, that mama. Not Papa Braxton, but that brother, Michael Jr., and probably Mama Evelyn sent that girl. Also, I feel like the niece had every right to want to tell people what happened with her and allegedly Gabe, because we think it was Trina's ex-husband, Gabe. She has every right to say me and Gabe had an inappropriate texting, phone conversation with me. My family found out or whatever. Blopty, blopty, bloop. Okay. Then all of a sudden, they wasn't really talking to me. The niece then moved out the fucking country and changed her number. So the family was estranged. So yeah, she has every right to tell her story. But anyone coming to the internet about inappropriate relationships between a 16-year-old child and a grown man, and your family is famous, you're doing it for attention. You wanted to become a thing because you felt they played you. That's fine. But Tamar wanted that niece on her podcast for the views. It had nothing to do with helping her heal at the all. Anyway, we know Towanda got the car accident, whatever, hit by a car. She alive. Her arm messed up, but she's cool. Okay. Tamar and them beefing about, oh, she made me a maid of honor, but it wasn't real, and she don't want. Y'all don't like each other. None of them do. So Tamar can't make it seem as if, oh, Towanda only asked me to make me look like the villain. You accepted it to piss her off as well. You do know just because you family don't mean you have to be around each other. Just because your mom and daddy fucked and made y'all don't mean y'all have to be. You don't have to get along or be. Y'all grown. Y'all in y'all fucking 40s and no, y'all in y'all 50s. No, late 40s. Y'all all in y'all late 40s. You don't have to do none of this shit, especially on a TV show. And seeing all of the fussing and the cease and desist. They try to ruin my business. If your business, Tamar, was based on one interview, it ain't a business. If them saying, hey, Tamar, you can't talk to Ashley about this because she may say disparaging things about us. If your whole business is based on that one interview, you don't have a business, bitch. You don't. You're Tamar Braxton, bitch. Interview any fucking body. Do all of that. I was so aggravated. Bitch, you can sing, you can cook food, you're Towanda. It's so much other shit y'all can be discussing and talking about and showing, but y'all want to. I'm trying not to be mean spirited, but it's stupid that y'all up here fighting on the show. And we seen Tamar saying, when talking to Maddie, no T.S. Madison, oh, we're the longest running black reality show or whatever. So it ain't a good thing. And don't get me wrong, this show is just as bad and toxic as the Kardashians. It's just as bad. The difference is the Kardashians are smart enough to not be beefing in real time in real life on social media. And Tamar always on some bullshit. That's the only difference. The other difference is the Kardashians have brands and shit making them money. Toni Braxton is touring, making that money. Tamar can't have a successful nothing to save her life. If this bitch is sang and sell some wigs or whatever, do that. But you keep just being stupid and being drama filled and wanting to fuss and cuss with people because you ain't got shit else to do and you want to rely on, well, we're the longest running black but it's not a good show. It used to be a fun show, and no one feels as if, oh, y'all have to be perfect. You can't have flaws. You can't have arguments. We know if families fuss and families fight, that's normal. However, when you hold along, y'all don't ever get along. Y'all don't like each other, and it shows. And y'all try to blame the other sister when it's like, in true, truthfully, Tamar does not need to associate with her sisters. She doesn't. Maybe with Toni, that's it. Because Tamar don't like Towanda. And Towanda don't like Tamar. It don't matter why. I don't think Tawanda's jealous. I don't. I just think a fundamental flaw is they don't like each other. It's not just Tamar. It's not just Towanda. They don't like each other. And they are forcing themselves to be around each other for no apparent reason. That's just stupid. That's just dumb. If I don't like a family, look, there are plenty of child. Look, when I tell y'all thank you, it's somebody who sent me something. What it says. Thank you, Arthur, for the cash app. There are people in my family who I haven't seen or talked to in years. Love them to death. Love them from afar. But once you realize certain people either trigger you, aggravate you, or let it be. Especially people you feel fuck up your mental health. If you think they have harmed you in some kind of way, it is perfectly okay to not have a regular relationship and be around them, because for what? It's gonna cause discourse. And that's what this is. And now y'all up here fucking fighting on a trip. Okay, you're fighting on TV for what reasons? And Towanda is engaged. She's getting married. Trina's husband had a fucking heart issue. So, child, Toni got lupus and Brenda Bourbon. All these things going on, and y'all fussing for no fucking reason. Now, on the recent episode, now I had to get a bit of recording. Now, look, if you watching this on a replay, it's a good possibility that I have to cut this part of the video out because it may get flagged. But today, seeing them fussing and fighting and Tamar pulling Trina's hair and kicking Trina, I was like, bitch, what? Now, when Toni jumped up in Tamar's face, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it because in life, you may have a loud argument with your sister or your sibling. You may jump up in their face and have a loud conversation. That may happen. Okay, that may happen. However, Tamar was the only person who put her hands on somebody. Tamar was the only person who was being antagonistic. Tamar was the only person who literally put her hands on her sister. Toni jumped up because of the fact of Tamar saying, "Oh, so did I fuck baby too?" That's her current husband. That's her current husband, and we seen, Tamar accused Towanda of stealing money, of using her credit card. And this is my thing. How are you on a family plan for, what's that, like 4 years? And you don't ask the question about why your phone bill is $8,000? Because if you have 6 phones on one account, that's going to be expensive. I can't even reach my... I can't remember. That's expensive. So I'm still wondering, how did Tamar not know her card was being used to pay phone bills? Tamar made it seem, look, Towanda, she stole some funds. Okay. I do feel like Towanda stole funds in some kind of way, because but I also feel like Tamar knew her credit card was being used to pay phone bills. She maybe didn't know it was 6 phones, because how Tamar is trying to want to have sticky fingers. We gonna say that because they said before that she had stole the mama's SSI check years ago. So we know Towanda has a history of doing shit. I just don't feel like anybody who can be on someone's family plan and don't know what they're doing. That's your fault. Because at some point in time, how would Towanda add not only herself, but 4 other people to a family plan with your credit card? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. My sister has a family plan with my nephew because it's her son. If DJ went and added 5 fucking friends to the family plan, someone would have to know. And let's say by chance that Tamar had Towanda paying her bills for her. Okay, let's say Tamar said to Wanda, I want you to pay all my bills. Okay, here got my credit card information. Pay what needs to be paid. That's your fault. Okay, don't you if you know your sister got sticky fingers, why trust her with your information? Weird to me. Okay, Towanda, stop using folks' credit cards. Okay, stop. Y'all ain't calling my hair all day. Stop using people's my hair all tangle. Stop using people's information. Okay, Towanda, stop having sticky fingers. But also, Tamar, pay your own bills, bitch. Don't let anyone pay your bills. Don't do that at all. But how does anyone be on a family plan for 4 years and have no idea what they doing? Because when you went to change your phone number, change your phone, that means you had to have had access to the account and shit. So it's weird. It's a whole weird thing. I feel like Towanda did not steal money from Tamar. I feel like whatever agreement they had that Towanda had access to paying whatever bills for Tamar, she took advantage of the shit. And that's wrong. However, Tamar knew something was being paid with a credit card. I thought she meant Towanda went behind my back, child, took my information, was using. It's like, no, a family plan and your car is on there. Your child, I don't know. It's some weird ass shit. Towanda then saying, well, Tamar, did you and your ex-man pay, Toni for living her condo, her penthouse? And Toni said, no, she did not. It's fine. Again, it sounds like all of them at some point in time has helped each other. Be it Towanda's the one they paid to assist and do shit for them. Tamar helping Towanda get that house back in 2018. Whatever. Towanda saying Tamar fucked that lady man years ago. And then Tamar said that happened back in 1995. So it happened? So you did fuck somebody Toni knew? That's weird. That's strange. I don't know. It's a lot of bullshit. And y'all done came together at this dinner to talk things out. And to me, Tamar absolutely came to say, y'all did all this to me. Here got my proof. Girl, go away from me with this. I don't want none of it. Not today, not ever. And it's messy. It's messy. Now, also, Toni, I think we finally see why Toni was Birdman, because Toni has a bit of hoodness to when she said, I know you have Toni Braxton and then Toni Michelle. And Toni Michelle, like, don't play. That's who Birdman married Toni Michelle. Okay, that's her. So there's a side to Toni we don't really see because she booked up at Tamar. Now, again, if you watching the replay, okay, you're gonna probably miss the piece of this video. I might have to cut it out because it gets okay. So I took a couple of scenes from the dinner. Okay. And it's not in no kind of order. I just picked like 5 scenes or whatever. Tamar is crazy. You really feel like because of a cease and desist saying don't discuss the Braxton family when it comes to whatever happened with Ashley and that ex-husband and whatnot, that's not anyone trying to shut down your business. That is one interview you can't do. If your business is based on one topic and one interview, it's not a business. So I don't think anyone tried to shut down your business. They did try to shut down the Denise's interview. And I think it was the fucking daddy, your brother, not your sisters. Why ain't nobody mentioned the girl daddy? Why ain't no the girl was on TikTok saying my father sent me a cease and desist, meaning she can't say stuff that includes him. Okay, so who you think sent you the cease and desist, bitch? Why would Toni or even Towanda send you a cease and desist? The story had nothing to do with them. Now Trina. Possibly. But we know it ain't her because Trina talked about it on the show. It's the fucking brother. That's who sent it. But Toni, I'm sorry, not Toni, Tamar she loves fussing and arguing with her sisters because she can't discuss the brother. You don't fool me, bitch. Not today. You're not in front of my husband. Now, this is after the fussing and the fighting. Okay? This is after Tamar from behind pulled Trina's hair from the back and yanked her and then kicked her. You did like this to me. No, I didn't, Tamar. You did. I didn't put hands on me. You can't hold me. Jealous bitches. Come on. I feel bad for you. I do. Jealous bitch. Child, look. Again, folk want to blame Towanda and Trina and them. Tamar is just as jealous of her sisters as she accuses them of being jealous of her. I don't think any of them are jealous of each other. I just think they don't like each other. You see, Toni then left. Towanda sitting down somewhere. Trina like, girl, I feel bad for you. You wanna know why they feel bad for her? Because she look a fucking fool. I'm not gonna hit my sister. You put your hands on me. I didn't put my hands on you. You got me up. And just like you said, you feel bad for me? Guess what? I've been mad at me too. Take a look, bitch. Tamar went and got her titties done, got her ass done, got her nose redone, got her teeth done. So when people who've had surgery try to say, look at me, bitch, I can't, Mattel. I can't. Tamar accusing them, they're not jealous because truthfully, Tamar don't have nothing they don't have. She may have a little bit more money, but Tamar is unhappy in life. Okay? Tamar is unhappy in life. And that's sad because she can act, she can sing. Okay, she has a personality. Okay, she has everything that can help her be a star, but she is an unlikable, unhappy, miserable individual. And in every instant that she can cause some kind of drama, she will. And that's why I say, Tamar, you don't need to be around anyone you feel don't like you or feels they want to harm you. But you come around anyway because you want the drama. You could have been anywhere singing, acting, modeling, dating somebody, and all these things. But no, you upset because you could not do one fucking interview on a podcast that never was. And look, celebrity podcasts be popping. You wanna know why? Because they can get folk we can't get. Bitch, you know people, and you pissed because your brother said, oh, no, don't have this conversation. Go talk to, you know how many other people, men, women, who have stories about inappropriate relationships and family dynamic issues. But no, you wanted that niece for your own game. I'm 48. All y'all is jealous of me because if it wasn't, you would have not tried to destroy my business. What business, bitch? All of y'all, yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. Listen, I swear. Everybody. So, okay. Again, I told you it's in pieces. I grabbed about 5 different scenes. Okay. This table an apology. And y'all gonna owe me one too. Since this hoe over here talking about hello. So once my sister say, "Oh, this hoe over here, fuck that bitch." Okay, cool. Well then I got you. I got you. Again, Tamar acted a plum D fool at this table. And I tell you, if Towanda was smart enough to not let anyone know the button she pushed on camera, that's her superpower. When you can sit there and look innocent, that's your superpower. Because Tamar looks insane.
Sister, that bitch, that bitch, she's a lie. I ain't got a man. What a man for? You think I'm too? Don't you go there?
Now this is who Birdman married. Okay, this baby wife. Cause this is when Towanda said you fucked Tony's ex-man. Again, they bleeping the name. We don't know who the man is. You so and so. What? You fucked him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. When Toni jumped up, I said, "Oh, you done pissed off Toni Braxton." And we've never really seen Toni be upset like that or whatever. And I think her issue was, Tamar, stop playing with my current. Because, you know, she's currently married to Birdman. I felt like she was saying, I fuck Birdman too, or baby too, whatever, Brian or whatever. And I think Toni's point was, bitch, that's my current husband. Don't play. Don't do that. Y'all look at Toni. Do it. Okay, what? Check the up and down looking. Now again, because you know Toni and Tamar is chest to chest, child. I appreciate Trina saying, "Oh, wait a minute. Let me part the Red Sea now. Let me part the Red Sea." Because I think she felt like, okay, things is getting out of hand. Okay? Because Toni upset, and we don't get Toni upset often. So, and sometimes people know, hey, don't let that one sister get upset, because if she get upset, it's gonna get bad. Again, Trina did not hit or touch anyone. She came in like anybody who was breaking up a fight, and they do like they say, hey, wait. You create space between the two people who are chest to chest. Yeah, I didn't touch you. Did not touch you. Now, if you noticing, Trina is facing this way. Toni's saying, I'm finna leave. I gotta go right now. No one is engaging with Tamar. Tamar is gonna come from back. We're gonna see Trina's head get yanked back because Tamar came and assaulted her sister. It was real quick. Okay. However, why would you do that? I can't stand. Okay. I can't stand people who do stuff when someone's back is turned. I can't stand people who make up scenarios that ain't happen. Trina didn't hit Tamar at all. She stood up and got between the two sisters, but Tamar liked drama. Toni pissed off and she cussing and fussing cool, but you notice Tamar is the one they trying to hold back in the background. You are classy.
I didn't. What happened was you didn't say nothing. I'm not supposed to. You did. Wow. You are an entire grown woman.
When Tamar saying, I got a cease and desist, and y'all didn't say nothing. And I love Trina's response. Trina said, I don't have to. You're a grown ass woman. You're a grown woman. Why would what do I have to say for you in your cease and desist? Which means Trina didn't send it.
You didn't have my back.
I didn't have your back.
No, you
if
didn't.
I spend any more money having your back on my publicist, defending you, that you say on social media,
Again, that's baby's wife, y'all.
I have a whole bunch of shit. You girl, you have no idea. You have no idea.
I am not in the way of Toni Braxton, baby.
Okay,
I got my own everything.
Oh, don't even worry.
Tamar, look, I got my own everything. You don't. And you don't, Tamar. Again, Tamar love to say so-and-so is jealous of me, but for what reason?
Toni Braxton
It's not worth it. Tamar has never had to use my publicist. It doesn't mean that my publicists weren't busy assisting in some of the situations behind my sisters, especially my baby sister.
Meaning, when Tamar be round here acting dumb and being in the news and getting in different arguments and whatever, there are people working behind the scenes trying to help the situation. Sometimes it's not even about my publicist directly working with you or for you. However, because you my sister and I'm Toni Braxton, you don't know the kind of stuff they probably do to calm shit down. I'm paying my people to work when you do some dumb shit.
And I often find myself disappointed in Tamar because I find that she's comfortable being infamous instead of being famous.
I said, you better come with a word that's actual and factual. Tamar is infamous for the shenanigans. She's getting less famous and being more known for when shit go wrong, you know, and how she handles things.
And I don't like that for her. Get one. And you're not going to make me feel like you're not a mean girl. You're unkind to your family. Your family supports you.
Don't play with me.
You're in your situation because of you, Tamar.
I'm in a great situation. Y'all don't like me because y'all jealous.
You're a mean girl. You're
you're such a hater. I hate you so bad.
Tamar gets on my nerves. Okay, I had those couple of things because I wanted to, again, if you were watching the replay, if stuff got cut out, that ain't on me. Okay, that's because the WeTV said, take it out, bitch. This whole episode after the fight, I couldn't watch no more because you can't come back from Tamar pulling Trina's hair and kicking her. You can't come back from, you know, the whole this bitch. And when the fight broke out and they all noticed that Tracy, make sure it's me, that Tamar physically assaulted Trina, and Towanda said, let's call the police and have her arrested. Let's press charges. I said, yes, press charges. I saw people upset. I thought I hate child. I'll be here up here down. I saw people upset that Towanda suggested they call the police and press charges against Tamar. I would have. You told me fuck me. You told me I ain't shit and this and that and that and this, and I'm jealous of you. We don't have no sisterhood. So if you put your hands on someone, I'm going to say, yeah, the bitch arrested. I don't care. Yeah, have arrested. Again, having the same parents don't always make you family. And that is this. Now, you know, Towanda wedding, we know that Tracy, damn it, may she rest in peace. We know that Tamar did not go to the wedding. We seen, you know, Towanda and Trina talking, and she said, "Girl, I don't want to be around Tamar. I don't want that energy, whatever. I don't trust. I don't feel safe around her." So it's a no. And Trina, like, I can't believe she like pulled my hair and like kicked me. We've never had a whole full fight. And I feel like I, I wouldn't want to be around Tamar either. But Tamar also should not want to be around them. Period. At all. Now, when Tamar later on met up with production, because now, I'm making a video for a video girl we ain't gonna never see. When Tamar wanted to act like, oh, nothing happened, and we see production like, we're gonna talk. And when production said, Tamar, we can't be fighting on the show. Like, we can't have it. Tamar did not even they were kind of blaming her because Tamar was the only one who put her hands on somebody. Yes, Toni got up. That's fine. Tamar yanked Trina's hair and kicked her, and then had to be physically held back from doing whatever else. Look, when at Chloe house, when Kim and Courtney got into a physical fight, crazy. But again, Courtney don't like her sisters either. The difference is they keep their distance. They still film the show, and they sometimes be around you. They don't be trying to force this happy bonded family dynamic on the Kardashians. The Kardashians is just as toxic as the Braxtons. The difference is, I always say this: the Kardashians have learned how to still make money separately, keep the brand, and then move when we need to. The Braxtons, Tamar, okay, try to act like it's them and then it's me. You know, their attorney, they do this. And no, y'all, it's all y'all. Y'all old now. In your late 40s. I think Toni's in their 50s now. Y'all all have been married, divorced. Y'all all have children. Y'all all have had good stuff and bad stuff, whatever. It's stupid now. And even the part about Tamar bringing up the money situation with Towanda, and how she now she said 50K. Towanda said 35K. Either way it go, in families, you do help each other. I feel that's what Towanda brought up. But you and your man was living in Toni condo and y'all ain't pay her. Why? Because we sisters. So you can't bring up one sister helping you and then want to make it seem as if I'm using you. But again, if I am financially stable enough to loan, gift my sibling 35 or 50K for their house, I'm not throwing that in their face later. But again, Tamar started throwing shit in Tawanda's face first. Towanda just returned serve. You want to bring up how you help you put down a payment for my house? You want to bring up how the phone bill shit? Okay, cool, bitch. You fucked Toni man. Like, it was a back and forth thing. So Tamar acts like, oh, I'm an innocent victim. I can't keep having them do this to me. I can't, I can't. Towanda ain't talked to me since, because y'all don't talk. When she said Towanda ain't talked to me since last season, because y'all don't talk. Y'all don't. If she ain't called you, have you called her? No. It's tit for tat shit. The difference is Towanda know how to sit there and be calm. Tamar, that whole yelling and singing, and the extra and shit, you make yourself look childish. You make yourself look petty. Even if you are being gaslit, you fall into the gasoline every fucking time. Period. And when Tamar was like, my man is totally different. And come to find out, Vince ain't had that much money. Y'all allegedly had some abusive. Each of them has had bad men in their life. So even trying to shit on Towanda for staying with Andre, who was a deadbeat for sure. Okay, everyone has had their deadbeat person once, or child, it just once. Okay, but trying to focus on, well, Towanda had a bad husband. Well, so did Trina, and so did Tamar, her first fucking husband. So many people wanna ragtag Andre and Towanda for staying. Well, her first husband was beating on her. Vince and her were not perfect. The difference was she was able to deflect because Gabe wasn't shit and Andre wasn't shit. And maybe that's why now that she's with Sean, he's a good man, allegedly. He be working or whatever. Okay. That's probably why she's happy in what she's in now, because she's been through the bullshit. But again, you don't have a sisterhood to celebrate that shit. Well, I think Trina and Toni are happy for Towanda. Tamar like, man, fuck that bitch, fuck her wet. And it's just they are four individuals who have the same parents, and that's it. They're not friends. They be beefing. This has been a long time coming for them not getting along. It's been since the first season, 10 fucking years ago. I think the difference was Mama Evelyn was trying to cover up this messy shit, and oh, their sisters is great, and then they can't hold it together. Having the longest running black reality show means nothing if the content put out is shitty content. It means nothing. If every season y'all are fussing and fighting and there's really no good moments, what's the point? What's the point? And again, if Towanda and Tamar do not get along, they don't need any scenes together unless they're together as someone else's thing. If Toni has a concert, they all together for that. If if Trina has an event, they can be there for that. Okay, but there nothing when Towanda has something done by Tamar and vice versa, they don't like each other, and that's okay. The sooner they stop trying to force the shit, it'll work. But my pet peeve with Tamar, stop doing shit for folk and then throwing it back in their face. Towanda, if you stealing, stop stealing. Toni, stop trying to be out of the mess because you're in the mess. You're a part of the mess. Trina, girl, I don't know. I don't know. But this show, we don't need a third season. I don't know how this is episode 4. I don't know how many more episodes we're gonna have. We don't need any more. Finish the season out and let that be. Also, when Tamar was saying, "Oh, I have anxiety and depression because of y'all," bullshit. Okay, you can't make it seem as if you only have drama with your sisters. You had your own show full of drama without them. You have been in beefs with too many other people to blame your sisters for your bullshit. We don't know none of your friends, bitch. Tamar is the issue. If Tamar only drama was with her sisters, maybe she would have a point. But Tamar gets into drama with everybody. Okay? She's had beef with too many other people. You can't say your anxiety and depression came from your sisters. That's not true, Tamar. It isn't. That's a lie. It may be a part of what it is, but you have been having issues with many people in your life your whole life, and that's fine. It's okay. But once you stop pointing fingers at folks and blaming them, is you. Is you. That's your dynamic. It's to beef with people all day, in all ways, on all days. We have never seen you with the same friends. And I don't mean that you have to, we have to see her all the time. We have never seen Tamar with any female friend. We don't know anyone who she can say, I've known them since middle school. I've known them since high school. I've known them because we have seen Trina's friends. We've seen Towanda's friends. We've seen Toni's because we've seen them on social media and that other, like, life events or whatever, where their real friends will, be around. We see Tamar with her gay friends, the gay male she paid to do her hair, to be her backup singers, and to your friends. Okay. So Tamar likes to blame her sisters for her issues. And that's just not true. They do have issues, yes. But Tamar is the problem in her life for her problems. When she's beefing with Candy Child, Toya, Tiny, TLY, K Michelle, Lonnie Love, T.S. Madison's co-host Craig, like she has beefed with so many other people. We have seen you lie on other, even her saying it's always drama. When you and Vince had your own show, who was to blame then? Oh, it was Vince then. It's never Tamar. She never wants to say, you know what, y'all, it's me. And as soon as she say, you know what, it's me, how I act, how I react, how I activate is a problem. Sure, I'm on this medicine. I got depression. I have anxiety. Bitch, so do I. I have anxiety too. I'm not beefing with everyone in my life. Okay? Many people who know you say you are the problem. Everybody can be wrong. Everyone else cannot be wrong. It's you, Tamar. And again, this whole fight on this show proves it's Tamar. Because again, she's upset about a cease and desist that I am pretty sure came from her brother. And she's blaming her sisters for trying to stop her business because she could not interview her one niece about one topic. You think why are they jealous? Toni married to a millionaire. Towanda finally found love. So did Trina. You out here still struggling. Okay? Still struggling. And even her whole thing, y'all gave that man my address and I want my son to be safe. Why your son ain't safe? What is the family attorney going to do to Logan? Okay? What? Who are they? What's going to happen? And if you can't keep Logan safe, send him to Vince. Okay, I have the right for folk not to know my address. If you think the Braxton family attorney can't get your address, then you're dumb. Okay, you're dumb. But to me, Tamar in this fake rage because she can't cuss her brother out. That's the issue. She can't discuss the brother. Let me poke holes at y'all. Y'all didn't defend me. Defend you for what, Tamar? Defend you for what? Again, Tamar wanted to exploit that niece. She did. Tamar wanted that need to come on her show to talk, to get Tamar ratings, to get her views, because no one was paying Tamar's podcast any attention. You wanna know why? Because Tamar was fucking was with that white boy, trying to have that be a thing, and that failed. The marriage and the podcast. And I think she thought, oh, if everyone come and watch this and watch her talk, because Tamar has her own story that she ain't never told. So you want us to believe, you want to help your niece free herself, and you ain't freed yourself. You want to expose whatever went on with your niece, but expose who hurt you, Tamar. Who hurt you, Tamar? If you want to have a full conversation about when family keep secrets, tell yours. Let's expose who hurt you, Tamar, but she don't want to do that. You want to know why? Because it'll make her look some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But you want to expose, you want to help expose your sister and your brother-in-law and your brother, because it would have been Gabe being exposed. It would have been her daddy, Michael, their brother, being exposed, and whatever happened with Trina. Now, Trina said, you know, I thought I gave her what she needed, but I guess she wanted more, but I didn't know. But I think folks are forgetting the niece moved out the country. The niece had been gone for the niece don't live here no more. So again, I also feel like, what did we expect Trina to do if the niece don't live here no more? And if the niece felt abandoned, that's the niece's right to have her feelings. But if I don't know you feel that way, what can I do? And when I think Trina said it, I believe so did Toni, when they said, I felt a conversation should have been had with the family before you went to social media with it. To me, the niece should have absolutely had a conversation with Trina and said, Auntie, this is how I felt. You made me feel abandoned. You didn't do but the niece took it to social media. We took it and ran with it because we didn't know the full details of what had happened, you know. And a part of me feel like if Trina and the niece had a conversation, would Tamar say, "Hey, let's have the conversation on the thing"? No, because at that point it ain't juicy. It ain't juicy enough. So I still feel like Tamar's mad because she did not get to capitalize off the story. And the fact that no one, not Tamar, not Trina, not Towanda, not Toni, is saying anything about their brother, Michael, because he was Ashley's daddy and he knew. And she said for a fact that niece Ashley said, my father and my stepmama, didn't do blopty blopty bloop. The niece said, I left the country. I moved away. So I'm like, it's not as if she was still here in the country with access to them and they said, girl, fuck you. That bitch moved. And because she probably needed the space to heal herself. But Tamar, I want y'all to believe they tried to ruin my business. They sent me a cease and desist. They jealous of me, and I helped Towanda. Bitch, I would never expose my sister's shit. I wouldn't. I could hate your guts, bitch, but for me, your secrets come to the grave with me. And there are ways to fuss with your siblings and not go below the belt. And I think once Tamar brought up, I help pay your car notes, I help do that. And again, over the years, we've seen Tamar mention all of the financial stuff she's helped Towanda with. But in most families, if you the rich sister, that's what some folk have you do. I ain't helping no fucking body who I feel don't like me. A part of me feel like Tamar enjoyed helping Towanda because it made her better than Towanda. Because but you need my help, bitch. When I seen the old scene of Toni and Tamar confront Trina about not helping them pay for mommy stuff, I said when she said I couldn't afford it. When she said I'm just now in a position to help pay for shit. That's a real life thing. Toni is Toni the fucking Braxton. Okay. Tamar was married to Vince. I think before Vince, she had a rich husband before that too, or at least somebody who like was in the industry. So she's been well off for a minute. Trina and Towanda was around here working regular shits. So part of me feel like Tamar loved helping Towanda because she knew Towanda was probably, my opinion, a bit of a scammer, touchy fingers, snatchies, okay? And so let me help my sister who was less fortunate because why? I'm better than her. And if you know your sibling is the sneaky, sticky fingers, I'm not giving you my information, bitch. For what? You gonna steal it. I'm not gonna do nothing. But Tamar helped her anyway, for whatever the reasons may be. And now that she has, I help pay for this, I help it for that, and she wants to bring it up. But also, that's Towanda's fault. Because if, bitch, I refuse to let you, once you help me and you throw it in my face, I will never let you help me. Bitch, I would go homeless first. Okay, I would rent for life. If I can't afford to get the house on my own, I refuse to ask the bitch who I know will throw it in my face. That's weird to me. Even if we siblings and we hate each other, I'm not. The only time you throw in someone's face what you've done for them is when they say, bitch, you ain't never helped me. Then you run down, bitch, I did this, and this. We've never heard Towanda say, y'all have never helped me. We've never heard her say that. Now we have heard her say Tamar is a child is drama. We've heard all of that. But each of them is a culprit in the shenanigans, and the shenanigans, and the shenanigans, and the shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he is. I don't think he is, to my knowledge. But even when Towanda said it, no, Tamar said the bank, because when you buy a house, sometimes the bank wants to see a certain amount of money in your account before stuff goes down. Tamar said because the bank had to see a certain amount of money, she loaned, gave whatever Towanda some money. And that Towanda just never gave back. And if you gave me money in 2018, bitch, don't bring it up in 2025. If you've let me keep that part of the money for these past 8 years, 7 years, girl, why you want it back now? Again, Tamar likes to throw in folks' face what she's done. Remember when Towanda was divorcing Andre during the first set of the show, Tamar said, I helped you get a car. She ran on everything she had done to help Towanda, which is embarrassing because that ain't nobody's business. Because can't nobody tell me that Toni ain't help people too. But we ain't never heard Toni bring up what she done to help anybody. We've never heard her say, I help you. And we've never heard that. We've never heard that. But we consistently see Tamar say, I helped, I helped, I helped. Stop helping the damn sister who's sneaky. If she's that bad, if you know she is scheming, scamming, sticky fingers, stop helping her. If you feel like she be with these men's who ain't nothing and they ain't helping her, don't help her because she would at that man. Anyway, this show needs to end. They don't need no new season. I don't feel like it's gonna get better. And I don't want anyone to think I'm fully only blaming Tamar. My only point is Tamar is the one that blames everybody else. I would refuse to film a show with someone I feel don't like me. And why? For what, bitch? For why? Everyone on this show is doing it for a reason. Even Tamar. She loved to say, I'm a guest on the show, or I'm back as a full-time person this season. Tamar on here to get money too. Okay? There is not enough money on the planet for me to come on the show and beef with my family. And if their dynamic was, if it was 75% love and affection, okay, unity and growth and family values, and then it was 25% we fussing. I feel like I could take that. I can take 25% of shenanigans, but 75% great times, fun times, enjoyable time. But even when they having fun, it's still fun. Okay, we're gonna start fussing. Even when they were at the table at first, it felt like, okay, somebody is gonna fight, and we don't know why. I never feel like what, and I mean that when they're all together. If it's just two of them together, when Tamar ain't there, it's a better energy. When Tamar show up, I do feel like someone's going to fuss. I don't know who. It could be Towanda who set it off. It could be Tracy. Girl, may she rest in peace. It could be Trina. It could be Toni. I never feel like when they're all together, it'll be a nice little scene. It's always something. It's because Towanda and Tamar do not like each other. They can't have fun. Even when Towanda was having her bachelorette party, was the bachelorette party? Yeah, when she went to, it was a Tulum or whatever, and Tamar didn't go. And when they tried to make it, when production tried to make it seem like, well, Towanda said, like, you shouldn't come. Towanda wouldn't, I don't think she, that was not what it was. I think the point was Tamar got that cease and desist and was aggravated. And when Towanda said, I know if she come here, she's going to ruin my time. So I don't want to come. That's a real thing to say. If you know that someone's going to come and start shit, you should say, no, I don't think she should come. I don't think she's going to be for right reasons. And so, no. So, Towanda did kind of disinvite Tamar. But the fact that when they all got together, look what Tamar did. Look what Tamar did. Tamar came with fucking cease and desist or whatever. It was a bunch of bush. And Tamar would have probably, Tamar and Towanda would have probably gotten into a fight at Towanda's bachelorette party. And so Towanda saying, no, I don't want her here. I don't think she's gonna come for the right reasons. So I don't think she should come. No, we're not gonna do that. If you put your hands on me, you might get arrested. Family or not. Tamar and Towanda clearly barely have a sisterhood. So we can hold on to the sisterhood when Tamar do wrong and we want to feel like, oh, Towanda should never want her sister arrested. No, Tamar should have never pulled Trina's hair and kicked her. Period. Now, did she have to say, let's get arrested? She didn't have to say it, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it. Bitch, don't kick me and don't pull my hair. Period. No one hit Towanda. No one hit Tamar. No one hit Tamar. Not Toni, not Trina, not Towanda. Period. And if you were just saying, man, fuck that bitch. Man, fuck that bitch. You can't say fuck me as a bitch and then tell me, hey. But if I hit you, don't get me arrested. If we at a table and you fussing with the other sister and I come in and I say, hey, that ain't me fighting you, bitch. That's me saying, bitch, stop. Both of y'all stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. Trina, we just watched it. We just watched it. Trina came and Trina moved Tamar and Toni from around each other. That's what happened. But some folk gonna defend Tamar and I don't care. Let me just refrain from even trying to go back and forth because I don't care. At the end of the day, if you tell me fuck me and I ain't shit, I'm a bitch and I'm a hoe, whatever, and you then put your hand on my sister, I'm gonna say, have that bitch arrested. Have her arrested. Period. And production cut up the fight. If y'all look, y'all do know they can only show the same way they didn't show us Tamar pulling her, but we saw it happen. They cut parts out because it went from the head snatching of the back, and then it cut because they don't y'all know on the show they don't fully show fights. They show just enough to let you know some shit happened. But the way you saw production fully surrounding Tamar, you know what happened. The fact that when they had a conversation about fighting, they had that talk with Tamar. Sometimes I need you to context clues. We also did not see the full fight on Potomac, but we know they was scrapping. You know what I'm saying? Shows can't fully show stuff. They can show just enough to let us know that something happened. They then show folks discussing what happened. They then show production saying, hey, Tamar went and tried to film that scene, making a video or whatever, and thought they were not going to have any other conversation about the fight because truth be told, she can't talk to Towanda, Trina, or Toni about the fight. She ain't gonna talk to Mommy about the fight. So production, Tamar, let's talk about the situation. Tamar, we can't be fighting. We can't have that, Tamar. It's a reason they had that conversation with Tamar. It's a reason production was fully holding Tamar. And so, because why? Because she put her hands on Trina. And God forbid Trina say, I'm going to sue. Y'all let her hit me. Y'all let her grab me from behind. She kicked me from behind. Tamar never denied hitting and kicking Trina. She said, because you hit me. Because you hit me. Tamar never denied kicking and hitting Trina. Because she did it. But some folk choose to ignore Tamar's antics in life. Not just with her sisters, her in life. If Tamar's only issues were with her sisters, cool. If we never seen Tamar lied and said that Todd tried to fight her. Until the video came out that showed what Todd said and how Todd never approached her, she then changed her story and played victim. So what the fuck? We've seen in real time Tamar say some stupid shit that's not fully true, lie about stuff, and when someone comes out with the truth, we see the real video. Then, oh my God, Tamar told us she woke up with missing teeth and a fractured nose. Okay, and she fell and hit her face on something. Okay, and she told us that, oh my God, it's all broken. And the following day or so, Tamar was seen at an event with no swollen face, no black eyes. Again, Tamar be saying stuff that don't be true for attention. Because if anyone falls and break all their front teeth, your whole face is swollen and bruised. So Tamar loves to play victim in life. Tamar, like everybody else, like, because everyone has flaws, but people like to make it seem as if it's not Tamar, and it is Tamar. It's also all of them as well, but it is Tamar is not this innocent victim who is being gaslit and bombarded with bullshit that she reacts to. She creates the bullshit to react to it. Hence her being at a fucking dinner table fussing about a cease and desist that did not come from her sisters. Because think about this, y'all. If they sent her a cease and desist, why was she asking them to defend her to the fucking cease and desist? If they sent her a cease and desist, why would she need them to defend her once she got the fucking cease and desist? Who? Don't that mean someone else sent it? So, I'm not saying the other siblings are perfect little individuals. They're so perfect. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm not going to let Tamar do is make me feel like she's a victim. At all. At all. And Tamar, they tried to ruin my business. They tried to stop my business. That was one interview. That was one. If you took as much time to find, if you want to help people tell their story, and your niece can't tell hers, have your niece sitting in the middle of a panel of women who talk about being silenced and finally speaking up. That's a thing to do. But Tamar, no, ain't nobody really checking for Tamar on no podcast. No one. Not even her friends. No one. Tamar knew that conversation the same way Candy went to interview Soldier Boy because he called her a boy-headed bitch. And Candy know, okay, this interview gonna get all the views. Tamar knew if I have Ashley on my thing, everyone is gonna watch. I'll get all the views. It'll be all over social media. It'll be all on the blogs. Attention, attention, attention. That's all. And again, I'm gonna say, child, if you put your hands on me and mine, and we ain't cool, and you physically assault me and mine, police. Okay, I'm calling the police immediately on you, bitch. You wanna know why? Because you said fuck me. You. I'm a hoe. I'm a bitch. I ain't shit. I'm poor. Hey, 911. Yeah, she right here. Come get her. Somebody come get her. Okay. You can't have it both ways. If your ops put their hands on you, look, first of all, if this was what we don't have this stuff in my family. We're not gonna do that. But if my cousin put their hands on my sister, I'm beating my cousin's ass. Period. And when the police pull up and say what happened, I'm gonna say they hit my sister and I beat their ass. I guess I'm going to jail. But if I'm sick that day and I can't fight, if both my arms ain't working, my feet ain't working, or what, I can't do nothing, and I'm gonna say, call the police. Yeah, they have arrested. Okay, matter of fact, record the shit for the evidence locker. Okay, report it on the evidence locker. Put it in the evidence room. I'm not doing that. So it's crazy. Why is it okay for ads to be on the blogs? Ashley should not have been on any podcast. Ashley took a personal, private, family debacle. It went viral on social media. And in hindsight, it hasn't helped anybody. It's caused more chaos than constructive conversation. I feel like Ashley needed a private conversation between her and Trina. I don't think this should have ever played out on social media. I feel like when you truly want to heal from trauma, the way to heal is not to start making it viral and you're getting millions of people who don't know you or your family chiming in. I also think Ashley never thought her thing would go as viral as it did because we don't really know her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she expected it to be as large as it did. Because again, she wasn't talking to anyone in her family. And she isn't healed yet. And people have to realize before you can start speaking your truth, you need to be healed enough to handle the bullshit that comes with speaking up. As a rape survivor, as a survivor of someone who was molested as a child, as a DV survivor, before you can be strong enough to tell your story, you have to be strong enough to deal with it first. And if you're not fully ready for all that comes with it, there's no point in making it viral. And it's not about silencing Ashley. She can do whatever she wants to do. However, Tamar came round there for clicks and views. Tamar was not trying to help that girl heal as she said. I want to help her heal. No, she didn't. At all. She didn't. Because what did it heal? What happened? What happened? And is anyone following Ashley? Is anyone now checking in on her and seeing how she's doing? Is anyone still watching her on TikTok? Is anyone asking the unknown 20-year-old girl whose mom's boyfriend raped her how she's doing? Is anyone asking the unknown, 12-year-old boy? Is anyone asking, no. No. This became blog conversation. This became social media shit. And no one is going to have the same opinion at all. Because it's my channel, in my opinion. Say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people have been through a lot. And it is brave of athletes to even want to say what she said. However, the point ain't about that. The point is Tamar was doing it to get attention. That's it. Okay? People sometimes want to defend Tamar so bad, they be missing the point, child. Anyway, y'all. The show was some bullshit. Okay? There are no values here. And once we all realize that there are no values here, this is a deadbeat sisterhood, that you can like or you like and don't like or you don't like or whatever, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is a fucking mess. All up and through. And again, we don't see everybody else beefing in the streets except Tamar. And we all want the best for Tamar too. But Tamar don't want the best. Tamar don't want the best for Tamar. Toni told y'all Tamar likes being infamous and not famous. And we know that because she thrives. Tamar wants to be a thought. Tamar wants her baddie chain. Tamar feel like I was young and I wasn't really out and popping. And I'm out and popping now, so I'm going to do that. So I feel like that's her thing. She likes being infamous. She wants the attention, no matter where it comes from. And some people like that. That's on them. But it ain't gonna help nothing. It ain't gonna make her be happy in life. They have already lost Tracy. And Tamar and Tracy was at odds before she died. I think they made up a little bit, but they had years of animosity for whatever reason may be. And you would think once you lose a sister that you're at odds with, you would let go of all other bullshit. Because if any one of them died, they all would be devastated because they're siblings. But for whatever, Tamar and Towanda, they just don't they don't mesh. They don't. For whether that's because Towanda is a thief or because Tamar is a bitch, they don't mesh, and they probably would be happier in life if they stop communicating. You can love someone, you can love someone from afar, meaning I don't hate you, but I know that me and you, for whatever reason, we just don't get along, and that's okay. And we should not try to force this thing. This ain't nothing new. When folks say, "Oh, um, Towanda been jealous for years," no, she hasn't. They just haven't liked each other for years. That's it. And once I know, you know what, I don't like you. You don't. No, I mean I don't hate you, but like we don't get along. So I would see you at the family reunions. I would see you at Uncle Bud's funeral. I will see you when I see you. But I'm not forcing this no more at all. They so when Tamar said, um when Tamar said, I haven't heard from Towanda since last season, that was fine. That's fine. That's okay. But let me see, because I haven't talked to my brother. And I love my brother. My brother lives in Arizona. I have not talked to my brother. Let me see. Oh, what's this month? It's October. In August. And now with a little text. You know what I'm saying? So no. Oh no, that was his wife. I talked to my sister-in-law in August. I had not talked to my brother. Was it on IG? Maybe it was on IG. Let me see. And I'm only bringing this up to say that you don't have to talk to people on any kind of regular basis. And the sooner, child, that's it. My point is, I love my brother. However, we don't talk often. Not for no reason. He just, I mean, I live my, you know what I'm saying? But I do talk to his wife. And he's busy, I'm busy. But like, it's okay if siblings don't talk often. Because as an adult, bitch, I be tired. I work different hours, be on 2 different time zones or whatever. But there's no love lost. And we don't talk often. You hoes can't get along. Why are you trying to be friends? If you don't talk to folk you like often, why talk to someone you don't like often? That's just stupid. That's just dumb. You trying to force some shit for no fucking reason. So for me, I love my brother. Okay. He's the youngest. I'm a middle child. But if I cannot talk to someone I love often, why are y'all forcing a relationship that just doesn't work? Once y'all around each other, it falls apart. Okay. I think once the fans realize that, it will be less discourse. Because some people be on here trying to defend Tamar against Towanda. And you don't have to. And vice versa. But on this episode that aired tonight, Tamar was the problem. She was. She was. Her issue was a fucking cease and desist that did not come from them. To me, Tamar was the problem. That does not mean that Towanda did not possibly have a fucking Tamar paying for a phone bill. Okay. It don't mean that, Tamar didn't feel some kind of way. However, I'm not beefing with people over a fucking podcast. Not my sisters. And who beef with hoes who jealous of them? Wouldn't that mean you better than them? So what's the beefing? If you need my credit card to pay your phone bill, bitch, I'm not beefing with you, bitch. You are beneath me. You can't afford your phone bill. So again, Tamar liked to cause beef with people on all days and all ways. I hope all of them heal. I hope Tamar learns that she does not need to be around women who she feels don't like her and is jealous of her. I hope Towanda keeps her fingers in her pockets and out of other people's pocketbooks. I hope that Trina can never get her hair pulled and get kicked from behind. I hope Toni, child, will let her ghetto side out more often. I think her Toni is a little bit good. She has some things. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is not a I hate Tamar thing, but Tamar's a problem. Tamar has always been the common denominator, and that's okay. Be that in your own bubble. Anyway, I'm done. I did not. Good child. I don't have foolishness, full of foolishness. And as soon as they realize, you know what, we on some bullshit, we should stop. We don't have to be friends. We can be co-workers. You work on Tuesdays, I work on Thursdays. I'm only gonna film. I'm Tamar. I'm only gonna film with either Trina or Toni. I'm not gonna film with Towanda. Towanda should only film with Trina and Toni. Don't film with Tamar. If the brother don't want to talk, that's fine. But I blame the brother and they mama and they daddy. Okay. Um, but I'm telling y'all, Tamar is a problem. She is. On her lonesome, she's a problem. She is. And as soon as she fixes herself and she stopped trying to be around people just to do it, just to be around people, she'll be okay. She will be. Once Towanda stop being accused of stealing, once Trina get a voice, and Tamar showing us, not Tamar, Toni showing us her ghetto side, child. Again, it's a deadbeat sisterhood. Okay, it's a deadbeat sisterhood, meaning they all have a part to play in it, all of them. But Tamar is the only person we've seen beefing with people in her family, in life, fans, friends, co-workers. I don't trust nobody who don't have no long-term friends. I don't trust anybody who can't get along with anybody except people they pay to be in their life. Anyway, I gotta go. Okay. Happy Halloween. I hope everyone had a great Friday. I will probably have a gossip chat live tomorrow around 5 p.m. y'all, because other things to get into. And yeah, I hope y'all look, let me say it now. Okay, again, I was Beetlejuice, so it's my Beetlejuice here. I want to say, because I ain't called it. I want to say, everyone has an opinion, but only mine matters because it's my channel. But no, I respect everyone's opinions. I respect everyone's opinions. Have a great time. Are y'all subscribed? Look, y'all look, y'all look. Dancing on out. Okay. Cause sometimes you have to just dance it on. We've been up here, child, debating and just talking things out. Okay, sometimes you have to just dance things out. Cause if you don't dance it on out, what you gonna do? Okay, y'all, I'm done. Um, have a great rest of your evening, y'all. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Again, like the video, subscribe, comment in the comment section. Y'all know there's other videos up. Go watch the other lives up on my channel. Okay, I still have to do a thumbnail for yesterday's live. I don't have one yet. But again, go and watch all the other stuff. Okay, go be there with those things. I gotta go. I love you all.